I bet you've never thought about how many transistors you use every single day. But hey, what if I told you that right now, as you're watching this video, you're surrounded by billions of them? Tiny, invisible revolutionaries that have changed the course of human history. Sounds a bit dramatic, doesn't it? Or is it? Transistors. They're everywhere, yet nowhere to be seen. You know, like air or dark matter. But unlike dark matter, we know exactly what transistors do. They're the unsung heroes of our digital age, the building blocks of every electronic device you own. From the alarm clock that woke you up this morning to the device you're using to watch this video right now. But what exactly are these microscopic marvels? Well, at their core, transistors are tiny switches. Now you might be wondering, who do we have to thank for these invisible revolutionaries? Well, let me introduce you to the dream team of electronics, John Bardeen, Walter Brattain, and William Shockley. These three gentlemen at Bell Labs didn't just stumble upon the transistor by accident. Oh no, it was the result of years of hard work, countless failures, and a dash of scientific serendipity. John Bardeen, with his deep understanding of solid-state physics, provided the theoretical foundation. Walter Brattain brought his experimental expertise to the table, turning theory into reality. Speaking of collaboration, let's talk about Bell Labs. Imagine a place where some of the brightest minds in science and engineering came together, where crazy ideas were not just tolerated, but encouraged. That was Bell Labs in the 1940s. It wasn't just a research facility, it was a crucible of innovation, a place where the future was being invented. But why was Bell Labs so special? Well, it's like this. If you put a bunch of brilliant, curious people in a room and give them the resources to explore their wildest ideas, amazing things happen. December 16th, 1947. Just another cold winter day in New Jersey, right? Wrong. This was the day when Bardeen and Brattain discovered the first working transistor. On December 23, 1947, Bardeen and Brattain, along with William Shockley, demonstrated the first working transistor to their colleagues at Bell Labs. Imagine being in that room, watching as they connected a few wires to a small piece of germanium with some gold foil. Not exactly the stuff of high-tech dreams, is it? But then, it worked. A weak audio signal went in, and a stronger one came out. It was like magic, except it wasn't magic at all. It was science. And in that moment, everyone in that room knew they were witnessing something revolutionary. But here's a question. If you were there, would you have realized the true magnitude of what you were seeing? Or would it have seemed like just another interesting experiment? Okay, so we know transistors are important, but how do they actually work? Well, imagine you're a traffic cop, but instead of controlling cars, you're controlling the flow of electrons. Transistors are made from semiconductors, materials that can behave like both conductors and insulators. Silicon is the most common, but the first transistors used germanium. By manipulating these materials, we can create regions that either allow or block the flow of electrons. It's like creating invisible roads and walls for electrons to travel through. And the best part? We can control these roads and walls with just a tiny amount of electricity. Before transistors, we had vacuum tubes. They were big, hot, power-hungry, and about as reliable as a chocolate teapot. Transistors changed all that. They were smaller, cooler, more efficient, and way more reliable. It was like going from a steam engine to a Tesla overnight. This miniaturization revolution led to portable radios, pocket calculators, and eventually, personal computers. But it didn't stop there. As transistors got smaller and more efficient, they enabled the creation of integrated circuits, entire electronic circuits on a single chip. And that, my friends, is what led to the digital age we live in today. From smartphones to satellites, from AI to the internet, it all started with the humble transistor. So, how many transistors do you think you use every day? Hundreds? Thousands? Try billions. The device you're watching this on right now probably has millions of transistors. Your car? Billions. And don't even get me started on data centers. The transistor didn't just change technology, it changed society. But the story of the transistor isn't over. As we push the boundaries of what's possible, we're entering the realm of quantum mechanics. Quantum transistors could revolutionize computing all over again, making our current supercomputers look like abacuses in comparison. So, what's next for the transistor? Will we keep making them smaller until they're the size of atoms? Or will we find entirely new ways to control the flow of electricity? Whatever happens, one thing's for sure: the tiny transistor will continue to have a giant impact on our world. The next time you use your phone or your computer, or pretty much any electronic device, take a moment to appreciate the invisible army of transistors working tirelessly to make it all possible. And remember, it all started in a cold December in Bell Labs, New Jersey. In the world of technology, it is worth mentioning that the biggest revolutions often come in the smallest packages. If you enjoyed this exploration of the discovery of the transistor and its significance, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more engaging historical content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might find it interesting. Your support helps us continue to bring you fascinating historical events and insights, and open a window for you to learn the history of the world of technology and other historical subjects.